Hi, I'm Noel Batten, the Oxygen Bloke. I'm a natural autoimmune therapist and I've discovered a new and very effective approach to massage and new assessment tests such as listening to the sound created when using finger vibration massage on the left and right external oblique muscles near the kidneys. For comparison, that's normal. That's really swollen. Can you hear the difference?
Yes.
Alright?
Oh, yeah.
That's normal, and this is extreme tension. This is day 4, and listen to this. Exactly the same. So all that tension's come out of the muscles around the kidney and the kidney. You've been drinking the water, like I said, to look for any excess tension sufficient enough to cause kidney stress, a twisted pelvis, leg tremors, spinal curvature or scoliosis, swollen ankles, loss of balance, or walking problems. It's really true. If you have an interest in massage, for any reason, you need to watch this video to see my new discoveries and how they've often enabled me to get debilitated patients back walking again and even jogging in just 3 or 4 days. This is true. The advanced ideals I offer in this video can help autoimmune patients diagnosed with any of the 23 diseases on your screen now to overcome their symptoms and free themselves from that disease. These ideals can also help existing massage therapists to offer more curative assistance to patients who call on them to help them overcome kidney pain or disease, hip or low back pain, loss of balance or difficulties walking, and even inability to jog. Using these ideals, I've often been able to get immobilised Parkinson, MS, MSA, COPD, MND and other patients similar breathing freely again and walking and jogging again, often in just 4 to 14 days. This is real. I'm telling you, this is real. Watch my success video clips at the end of this video on Parkinson and respiratory disease patient Betty Green, who was in pain every single time she took a breath, be set completely free from her respiratory suffering, as well as Parkinson patient and medical surgeon Dr. Antonio Pineda be set free from a full body tremor by the massage and assessment techniques I present right now in this video. Don't miss any of this because the results I've achieved in some people is spectacular. Alright, so there's the heat pack on your spinal area.
What you're looking for is blood coming to the surface?
Yeah, I want to see whether the heat pack has brought blood to the surface of your skin evenly all the way down your spine. That tells me a story as to how much blood flow you've got in the muscles that support your spine from the neck to your lower back. Alright, so I haven't massaged you at all yet. So when I take this heat pack off your spine that's been laying from your lower back all the way down to your SI joint area, there should be an even red pattern that's caused by the blood being drawn to the surface by the heat. So let's have a look. Okay, so what we've got is most of the redness is from the base of your neck to the rib cage. There is a little bit of redness from the bottom of your rib cage down to your SI joints, but it's nowhere near as much as the redness at the top. So that tells me that nerve trigger points are blocking blood flow below your rib cage. You can quite easily see the difference in the red that's at the surface of your skin. This little test with the heat pack is proof that you definitely have less blood circulation from this rib cage area down to your SI joint area. Okay, so we've just done the first counselling session, stress management session for the 5 days of treatment. Do you feel now from that session that you have some things to work on and some solutions?
Yes.
So you've got some definite things that you're going to focus on to change.
Yep.
And you've got ways that you can change them.
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Yesterday, your wife said something so complimentary to me, I want you to reiterate. She said, "Thank you so much for giving me my husband back." So, you must feel really good with the improvement that Rich has experienced in the last 5 days.
Yes, he looks like a different person. He looks very relaxed. His face looks different. His posture is different. And he has confidence.
And he's walking properly, he's making movements that are normal.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you want to start a clinic where you are?
I do. I do want to.
You got my 100% support. Anything, any help you want, I'm right there for you.
Yeah, this needs to go out. People need to listen to you, and they need to just be willing to believe that it's possible for them. Start there.
Right.
That's possible.
Right.
Right?
We already have people in mind that we want to share this with.
Wow.
And we want their lives to change the way that Rich's life has changed.
Right.
So we're very excited
Wow.
about it.
Okay.
We want to take this word out and spread it.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, so we've got a problem. There's very poor blood flow in this lower area of your back.
Yeah.
Because I've spent like 5 minutes, I've used an electronic massager on you. We've put the towel on 4 times. The heat from the towel on its own should have made this part of your back go red. So we have a very poor blood flow problem in this area, and that's why the L4, L5 disc degenerated in the first place. So I want you to be aware of that. Don't forget what I just said.
Yeah.
You've got to work on this area to get the blood flowing again. The more it starts healing and the more you get that curve back in your cervical spine by lying on that rolled towel, the more the nerve signals will get through stronger to your lower back and help the blood pump. It's just starting to come now.
It's not bright red.
It should be by now, easily.
Oh.
So that, see how it all adds up now, Merrick?
Yeah.
Put your feet apart and see if that helps your leg, your tremor stop. See, even now, the redness that I just got from massaging, it's going, even though I've got this real hot towel on it.
It's nothing.
It's very poor circulation in that area.
Well, there's an upside for being determined and a downside as well.
That's right. I mean, this is phenomenal. I've been working like at least 6-7 minutes on you. It's just starting to go red now.
It's pinkish now.
It's pinkish, yeah. On the average person, that would have gone red 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Who wants to be average, no?
See, even this here is cold, just past the area I'm working, just past the border,
Yeah.
it's cold.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's unusual, especially around your torso there. That's where blood needs to come for digestion and that, you know. This is the worst I've never seen anybody have so much trouble drawing blood to an area. This would be about the 8th time we've put the hot towel on there.
Actually no mark.
And there's there's pretty much no redness there at all still. Ronnie, you've been here 4 days with us.
Yes.
You're a qualified massage therapist
Yes.
and registered in the state of Florida.
Yes.
And you're also qualified with other stuff, right?
Different modalities of body work.
You've studied up on the spine and you actually work at a chiropractor's office.
Yes.
So now that you've worked with me as I'm treating John here, what do you think of my approach? It's different, isn't it?
It's very different. It's exactly what I think we need.
Yep.
I've seen huge changes in him. I know he has seen those changes within himself.
Yep. He has improved considerably, hasn't he?
Yeah,
So you recommend other people have a go at this treatment?
definitely.
And do you support my desire to get a chiropractic college to take this treatment in as a program they can teach to other practitioners?
Yes.
Excellent.
Or even if you can get into massage schools and do the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to try and do. Thanks, Ronnie, for your input. It's been such a pleasure working along with you, and you did a couple of massages on John while I was there, and I can see you're really good at your craft. So
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for the opportunity. Thank you for letting me be here and be involved in all of this.
excellent, excellent.
The very first time we had a session, I found my masseuse.
She's good, isn't she?
Very good.
Yeah.
Magic hands.
It's been a pleasure, John. Thank you for bringing me all the way down here.
Very miss you not able to
It's going to send you into shock now, putting that oil on.
Mine's powerful, and I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just took two pills in
Look at the red coming up. Only 3 runs down his back,
15 hours.
and the red path is each side of his spine down to his rib cage. 5, 6, 7. I just want to see it below your rib cage. 8, 9, 10,
Would you relax these?
11, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's just starting to come on the left hand side below your rib cage now, but it's very faint. It should be even all the way down, but it's not. 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30. Even now it's still not, there's none on the right side. It's very, very faint. What did I say, 30? 32, 33, 34, 40. So all your symptoms are on your right hand side, and that's why all the blocked nerve junctions on this right hand shoulder blade around the shoulders and everything and up the side of your neck are stopping the blood from flowing easily below your rib cage on the right side, and the blocked nerve junctions on this side are making this weak. It's restricting the blood flow down the left hand side. You are getting a little bit of blood showing in that blood path next to your spine on the left side, but there's still nothing on the right side. Take a breath.
The minute you feel that pain, take a really deep breath, and as he works it,
Yeah.
hold it, and then as you let the breath out, visually see that muscle that he's working on relaxing.
Okay.
And if it keeps hurting as he's working it, you just keep taking those deep breaths and releasing it. Because he can only do what he does on the outside, but you have to do what you can do on the inside.
Take a breath. 4, 3, 2, breathe out and relax. Let it all go. This one sore? I can feel it, it's tight. Alright, now I want you to be aware of this area behind the knee on the left leg. It's really tight and it's got a brown colour to it. It's a discolouring on that bulbous area behind the left knee. Now that tightness and discolouring suggests that the kidney's having a bit of trouble handling the fluids of the body. And when I compare the sound that I get massaging that kidney area, it's solid and blunt, whereas this kidney area is hollow. So hear the different sound? If you compare this area here with the other leg, it's quite soft compared with that, and there's no discolouring. So that leads me to the question, how much water do you drink in a day? Do you drink water regularly?
No.
Alright, so I want you to drink, every hour I want you to drink a small glass of water all afternoon and all over the weekend. And I want you to start having a lot of fruit, which will give you the enzymes and fluids from fruit to help the kidneys. Alright, and we'll check that again on Monday.
Thank you.
So there's 4 points, one there,
Press over a bit,
one there, one there, and one there.
Yeah.
They're a bit sore
tiny bit.
compared with this one.
Nothing.
See, this one's nice and soft and healthy. You can see how that brown is just starting to go a little bit now. So it's not a discoloration of the skin, it's actually the fluids under the skin. See? You're starting to get a bit of blood there now.
It is. So that's stimulating the kidneys by doing that.
It's stimulating the kidneys, yeah. Now I'll massage the kidney. Now you can start to hear that is actually starting to come a little bit like a hollow sound like the other one now.
It is.
Hear that? Just there. Up here. See how the brown's starting to go?
It is.
Quite significantly, isn't it?
Amazingly.
Okay, so now I want you to lift your leg, push down on my hand. Now push up on the other hand. Now does that feel sore there or there when you're doing that?
No.
Okay, that's great. Look at that, nearly gone.
It is. Same colour.
Into my husband.
There you go.
I'm so happy.
Okay, now,
Oh,
just relax, what's wrong?
Cramp.
You got a cramp? Well, we're getting the nerve signals going, aren't we?
you squeeze it and it cramps.
No, let it go. Got to find out where the cramp's coming from.
The foot.
I know it's in the foot,
Oh.
but what's triggering it? Does that make it easier?
Yeah.
So it's the L4, L5 disc. What I'm doing is I'm pushing it. Remember remember it's that way.
Yeah.
It'll shift to the left. So I'm pushing it like that, pushing it towards the right. It's eased the cramp in the foot. So we now know
It's not quite fixed.
it's the L4, L5 problem. It's not quite fixed.
Yeah.
What's the problem? You're having a bad time right now?
Yeah, my vision's a bit blurry.
Your vision's blurry, your speech is blurry.
Then to the right. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go to the floor to the right.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's going to fall to the right. Land on
I
the
fall
floor.
to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the steps. There goes.
Let me just feel your neck. I'm not going to hurt you. Does that hurt?
Yes, yes,
Just tender, right?
yes.
Let me keep doing that for a minute. Okay, now does that feel any better?
Yes.
It does. You're not feeling like you're going to fall to the right?
Yeah, I still feel like
Still feels like you, but not as bad?
no, it's
Not as bad. Alright, let me keep doing it then.
It's very tender.
You see one vertebra is turned right around. It's turned like this. All the other vertebra, there's a canal inside each vertebra where the central nervous system goes. And the canal is shaped like that. When one vertebra on top with that same shape turns like that, it's like twisting the central nervous system, like remember the Indian rope burn that kids used to do at school? That's the same as what's happening to your central nervous system with the C1 being turned right around like that.
Oh, can I sit down?
Yeah, you can sit down, yeah. You feel as though you don't want to fall to the right as much now?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
Not as bad,
Not
is
as
it?
bad now.
So that's sort of a little bit of proof to you that this is all to do with your neck.
Yeah, in 2000, when I came back to Australia,
You're actually talking a bit better too, isn't you? The infant jog. That is excellent. You're actually bouncing up off the floor while you're doing that.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nerves are coming.
And you're using your arms, because when people run, they use their arms to help the
That's right.
coordination.
Yeah. Yeah, let's step on. No.
Wow, that's good too.
That'll come.
You can ease up.
I can.
Feel good?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't feel giddy.
Okay. I'm real proud of you, girl. You've done so well. Okay, that'll do you.
Even had a little chuckle and a little no grin.
Right, right, right.
I said, "What? You do so."
when you breathe in deep, it hurts like heck. And it's like a sharp pain, a dull ache. Point to exactly where it hurts. Underneath your arm, around your rib cage there. But when you're breathing shallow, it doesn't hurt at all. Alright, but it could be a muscle that you're stretching. When you breathe, when you stretch your rib cage, it could be you're stretching. Yeah, we can't get rid of it. We've got to consider that it could be a cracked rib. Alright, so if it's a cracked rib, we'd have to get an x-ray, but...
It doesn't hurt to touch though, right? It's on the inside?
No, so it's on the inside, alright. But when Bernie grabbed you,
He just hurt something terrible.
on there. Now down in your lower back you've got a pain too that goes across your back muscle.
Yeah.
Okay? Can you tell me your full name?
Eddie G. Green.
Green. And what is your age?
74.
74. And how long ago were you diagnosed with Parkinson's?
4 years.
What's the name of the neurologist who carried out the diagnosis?
Dr. Nitka
What hospital was he at?
Lutheran in Wheat Ridge, Colorado.
Colorado. Now, from us looking at Betty like that, her body looks straight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Her head, her
the-
spine, her hips, her
Oh, yeah,
tailbone,
yeah. Mhm.
and her feet. It all
Yeah.
looks straight, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But she's got a severe curve right
Yeah.
here.
Sure does.
Betty says to me that's she's sore there when she's sitting up, laying down, when
Yep.
she whatever.
You bet.
And when I shift the leg, it gets sore there. So that's the area that doesn't get blood very easily. So what I'll do, I'm going to massage. I'm going to massage all the way down to the buttock there. Got to get the blood going. If the blood doesn't go, she won't be able to use her legs. Right, so now you can see the blood coming to this area now.
Oh, yeah.
Just starting. Lift it right up high. As high as you can. Can you go higher?
No.
Okay, lift this one up as high as you can. So you're higher with your right one. Okay, now Betty, this is day 6 on the program. Now the next thing is you need to, push your legs on the floor to help blood flow through your thigh muscles. Now this should be every time you're in the wheelchair. You should take the opportunity to push down on the floor to work yourself backwards to encourage blood to flow into your thigh muscles.
Right now you have your weight on your right side.
So move
So
your
you
left
should
foot.
pick your left foot up.
That's it. That's
there
it.
There you go.
Perfect. That's
there
it.
There you go.
Don't lean too. Oh, look! Don't lean too far forward. Stand. That's it.
Think about standing up. You gotta look where you're going. Remember? You gotta look up and see where you're going.
Yes.
There you go. That's perfect.
Concentrate on the knees. That's it. That's it.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Beautiful.
You're doing it, Betty.
Relax on the inside while you're doing it if you can.
But you gotta look up. Remember, keep that head up so you can see where you're going.
Be proud of yourself, girl. This is excellent.
She lifted her head up by herself.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch hands, okay?
Excellent. Excellent.
Go, girl.
Oh.
Look at you. You're giving me chills.
Excellent. This is excellent.
It's because we had a torch.
Is that
you
it?
put that torch under you and got your fire lit? Or is that what happened?
That's it.
Put your head up, honey.
I'm really proud of you, girl, because on Sunday when we arrived, you couldn't use your legs, could you?
No.
They were just pieces of meat hanging off your body, weren't they?
Yeah, much.
Mush. And I mean, the tremors in your arms, you know now that all you got to do is look down at them, spread them out, relax them, and they stop, don't they?
Spread the right hand on them.
Don't they?
There you go.
Now look at your left hand. Look at it shaking. Look down at it. That's it. Now calm your. That's it.
There you go.
There you
Relax your shoulders. Let all that go. Relax it right through your shoulders.
That's it. That's the way.
Right down your neck, right down to your belly. Relax everything.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Are you happy with the program? Jody and I doing what we do?
Oh, I'm proud of you both.
Are you? Good on you. You guys. Tears of happiness. Let them flow, girl.
Tears of happiness.
Let them flow. Hey? You know the answers now, don't you, love? Hey? You know the answers now. So your left side is your weakest, you're 96 on your oxygen saturation. Turn to the right. When you turn to the right, you drop right down to 94. That means lack of exercise. He has 138/72 on the right arm. looking straight ahead. I want you to turn your chin to this shoulder. Keep your chin over there. So that's 131 over 69 with his chin turned to the right shoulder. So on the turn, he's 132 over 73. The diastolic blood pressure is worse on that side. Doing it that way tells me that his neck tension and or his neck misalignment is definitely affecting his blood pressure. It should be the same no matter where his head is. That's 133 over 75 on his left arm looking straight ahead. 137 over 79. So again, it's up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
128 over 72. Now,
Less pressure.
yeah, 128 over 72. So that's
Ahí sí. Oye, aquí vamos a estar un rato y luego después.
Voy a tener este cuarto y a ver qué pasa por ahí.
El 222. Muy bien. He's the nurse from him.
You're the nurse?
He's a doctor.
Yes, I've read that. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And welcome to the program. Each of the 7 days has a theme. Today's theme is prostaglandin and histamine, the 2 hormones of blood flow.
Ajá, las dos maneras de que fluya la...
And tomorrow's theme is peace of mind. When the body has Parkinson's MS symptoms, it starts with something wrong in your thinking that interferes with REM sleep, which releases too much noradrenaline.
Sí, que todo parte de en su cabeza.
Which releases too much noradrenaline, which is the hormone of tension, which makes the muscular system go really tight.
Y que todo el sistema
And thinking that releases noradrenaline is thinking that reduces the release of prostaglandin and histamine.
la estamina.
Do you understand that as a nurse?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Stop.
That's a typical example of how when you think positively, when you think to improve, you send the hormones that help your body improve. See, as a medical doctor, you've been taught that these symptoms are caused by atrophy of the substantia nigra in the brain. If these tremors were caused by atrophy of the substantia nigra in the brain, that means, atrophy means dying cells in the substantia nigra. It would be absolutely impossible for you to go stop, and they would stop immediately. Because that would mean when you say stop, the cells that have died, that have supposedly caused that, would have to suddenly grow again.
Es muy difícil que se reproduzcan.
So medical scientists are wrong. Nobody's telling them that they're wrong, but they're wrong. Somebody has to tell them they're wrong so that patients like you can be given the correct information to understand why you, in your own mind, can immediately stop that tremor when you put your mind to it. Because that's the key to the success of your future.
Look at me.
Yep.
Look at me.
Yep, I see. Okay, so let me do something.
Va a hacer algo.
I'm going to press on your sciatic nerve here. Yeah.
Sí, quítasela.
No recuerde lo de la mañana. No recuerde lo que pasó la mañana.
No, que se relajen.
Now put your feet out. Put your feet out.
Abra las piernas.
Right? So now it's all gone. In a matter of seconds, I massaged the sciatic nerves and the psoas muscle on this side, and put your feet out, and it's gone. What is this in the mind?
This favorite thing, you call it.
It's a mind that's not at peace. In your medical studies, did they teach you disease is dis-ease?
Sí, malestar es, en medicina, malestar es malestar.
Did they teach you that? If I take the walker away, can you walk on your own?
Que si le quitan el andador puede caminar solo.
Let me take it out the way. Now I want you to walk over to the bed and turn around and walk back.
Lo que quiero es ver si usted puede caminar y que camine, dé la vuelta y se regrese.
So you have to take little steps.
Tiene que hacer pasito chiquito.
Now turn around there.
Dese la vuelta. Dese la vuelta, doctor. Regrésese.
So you have trouble turning around?
Ajá. ¿Sí tiene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't.
Es todo. Respire, doctor, respire.
Take a really deep breath and hold it for the count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out and relax. Relax and then try it.
Relax.
Well, oh my goodness, he's jogging.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's really good. That's really good. Right? That's really good. You guys will be real happy, eh?
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo batalló para levantarse?
So he doesn't have any trouble standing up, walking and turning around to sit down now, does he?
No, que no tuvo nada de problema para levantarse, para voltearse y sentarse.
So
He looks younger.
he does look younger, yeah. Right.
Always thinking about you said in your book.
Yep.
That the trouble is you don't have dopamine, and the truth is false.
That's correct. It's false. It's wrong, yeah.
When I read about surgery, deep brain,
Deep brain stimulator.
I said it's impossible that you think that it's good when you are destroying the brain
Right.
with electricity or another kind. Put the cells inside. You said, ¿cómo se llama?
Las células madre.
Other cells.
Las células madre.
Mother cells.
People put inner cells inside the brain.
Siempre las células madre.
I think that it's impossible that the eight cells go to
fix it.
Need to create dopamine. It's incredible.
It doesn't work. You're right. You're right. It doesn't work.
The X-ray that I have,
Yep.
I saw I have troubles in the neck.
Yep.
And
The spine.
Yep.
Spine.
Yep.
And then, well, maybe have a relation with my Parkinson.
But now,
when I read all the book, I am happy to know you and your settlement. I feel better.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think that is good for other people and know this kind. I try to study more English because it's necessary to all people know your settlement in my city too.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow. Just in case you don't fully realise what just happened with Dr. Pineda, I'm going to point it out to you. A surgeon like Dr. Pineda, which is a medical doctor who has to study more physiological ideals than the average doctor, particularly nerve hormonal responses to trauma due to his specialty being surgery, just stated that as he himself just overcame all the symptoms that he himself had personally developed that caused him to be diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, now totally disagrees with the medical explanation that those symptoms were not caused by dying dopamine-producing cells in his substantia nigra and a resulting lack of dopamine, but hormonal musculospinal abnormalities interrupting the nerves going to the symptom-affected body areas, exactly as Dr. James Parkinson noted in his famous 1817 book, An Essay on the Shaking Palsy, as being the causes of Parkinson's symptoms. Unfortunately, government health officials have totally ignored this potentially curative information and banned it from being referred to in any medical school training unless it is being degraded or defamed as material worthy of reference. In my opinion, of course. Now, it is these incorrect teachings and the possible hidden drug sales agenda that I opinion to be powering this deception that caused 24 accredited medical and natural therapists and practitioners to completely miss or completely ignore, whichever the case may be, the severe spinal scoliosis that was causing Parkinson patient Betty Green a significant respiratory pain every single time she breathed in. How 24 qualified health professionals could possibly miss or ignore Betty's scoliosis is totally beyond me. Something needs to be done about this, and I'd like the leaders of the Christian Church to look into it, as well as leaders of the naturopathic, osteopathic, chiropractic and physiotherapy professions to get involved. Millions of people like Betty Green and Dr. Panetta are being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and told that it's a mystery incurable disease causing all their symptoms every year when there's truckloads of evidence and documents and case histories and paperwork to prove that this is incorrect. All neurologists all over the world are trained by big pharma lecturers to believe that the stooped posture, forward head cervical spine overload, hip seizing, leg tremor and inability to write are all caused by a mysterious incurable disease killing off the dopamine producing cells in a gland in the midbrain of the brainstem, causing the endocrine system to lack dopamine. This strongly suggests that if these patients were given a dopamine substitute, all these symptoms would fade away, right? But they don't. Or if they do fade just a little bit, the improvement doesn't last long anyhow, which suggests that drug-promoting causal reasoning is totally wrong, and it is. And to prove my point, I challenge any number of neurologists to compete with me treating a number of Parkinson's, MS and COPD patients in a public setting over 14 days to see whether medical or natural treatment is best for these patients. Me personally, I'm absolutely fed up with having suffering, suicidal Parkinson's and MS patients telling me how neurologists blamed their symptoms on lack of dopamine when they're actually caused by hormonal, musculospinal abnormalities that can never be corrected through the application of any type of pharmaceutical drug. It's absolutely impossible. Okay, so this is how it goes. Firstly, ongoing stress triggers an excessive release of the muscle stiffness hormone noradrenaline more to muscles on one side of the spine. This then pulls the spine to one side to distort the spine, causing a twisted pelvis and an atlas subluxation and a spinal curve somewhere in between. These three abnormalities then cause all patients to develop a slight lean to one side and sometimes a slight head tilt to one side, whereupon loss of cervical lordosis begins, followed by forward head cervical spine overload. All these abnormalities then place pressure against the brainstem and the lumbar section of the spinal cord, along with nerves exiting any area of the spine that go to the symptom-affected body areas. It is quite well recorded in a number of medical journals that poor sleep is one of the main triggering factors of the beginning of symptoms of Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, COPD, IBS, and a number of other rigidity autoimmune diseases. This medical journal clearly states lack of REM sleep is the original cause of Parkinson's disease, thus explaining the possibility that Parkinson's disease can be overcome by improving lung efficiency and controlling an overactive mind, as these are the two main factors in the mind's ability to achieve the REM healing stage of sleep. Forgive me if I don't seem to pronounce this accurately. It's from Germany. It's the Wiener Klinische Wochenschrift Journal, 2001, volume 113, books 7 and 8, pages 249 to 253, and it is available in English. Okay, here's another one about tremors. Tremors in Parkinson's disease almost always disappear after good sleep. Good sleep can only be achieved if the mind is calm and the body is high in oxygen, as peace of mind and oxygen regulate our ability to relax. Journal of Homeostasis in Health and Disease, April 1999, volume 39, pages 107 to 111. The following medical journal report explains that autopsies were carried out on 4 people who passed away with Parkinson's disease, and very little cell damage was found in the substantia nigra. However, severe cell damage was found in another part of the brain called the locus coeruleus, a part of the brain affected by emotional stress and mental overactivity which takes place in the prefrontal cortex during sleep. The Journal of Neuropathology, June 2002, Volume 22, Book 2, pages 77 to 84. First, let me quote from 2 medical journals. Lack of dopamine causes ADHD hyperactivity was recorded in 2002. One of many medical journals that explain hyperactivity is caused by lack of dopamine and prefrontal cortex stress is the Journal of Behavioural Brain Research, 2002, Volume 130, Books 1 and 2, pages 191 to 196. Lack of dopamine causes autistic hyperactivity was recorded in 1977. One of many medical journals that explain hyperactivity in autism is caused by lack of dopamine and prefrontal cortex stress is the Journal of Archives of Psychiatry, 1977, Volume 34, Book 5, pages 553 to 556. Okay, so a common sense fact. Medical specialists and neurologists researching the cause of Parkinson's symptoms, rigidity, numbness, tingling, tremors and balance problems, etc., all blame lack of the hormone dopamine for those symptoms. This is covered by neurologists in many YouTube videos that you can watch. Alternatively, medical specialists researching autism and ADHD symptoms, hyperactivity, self-injury, aggression, always wanting sweets, and inability to focus on anything challenging for very long, also blame lack of dopamine. Common sense tells us the blame of one of these groups of symptoms is totally wrong, as autistic ADHD patients, children or adults, don't develop tremors, rigidity, a stooped posture, a shuffling walk, poor speech or optic neuritis, etc., and Parkinson's patients don't develop hyperactivity, self-injury, always wanting sweets, aggression and inability to focus on anything challenging for very long. got to drag that, haven't you?
I have to pull it round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't bend the knee yet?
No.
No. All right. Sideways balance comes from the muscles on the side of your thigh where you've been doing your injections.
So wouldn't it go to stand that if you keep poking needles in there,
It would
you're
affect your
messing
balance.
with your balance?
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. You'll be able to put up with your slow demise. This area here, that's the area where you were injecting Copaxone.
For 6 years.
For 6 years. And all it's done is made your muscle collapse.
Yeah.
Hasn't given you any gains or any improvement in your...
Well, I was walking when I started and I'm in a wheelchair now.
Alright, so we have another area on this leg. The muscles started to collapse on here, and
Yeah.
so both legs, they've told you that injecting yourself with Copaxone is going to help you, and it's not only not helped you, but you're now in a wheelchair.
And then I had to be tense in the anticipation of a needle every day.
Yeah. But I'm just going to work it a bit harder down here to get some more blood. That's better. So now we're getting the blood down here, from there, from your rib cage down to your hips. It's starting to come down this area here now. You tell me how hard I can press without it hurting.
I don't have much feeling.
You don't have any feeling there.
No. Painful. Feel it.
All right?
It's just tensing everything. Oh.
Oh, you bent your knee.
I know. Ah.
You bent your knee.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Both of them.
Oh.
Jody.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm a little hyperventilating.
How long has it been since you've been able to lift your legs like that?
I can't remember when. Oh my god! I bit my legs! I bit my legs!
I hope they're tears of happiness.
Oh my
You all right?
god! Oh. I can't believe that. That means I can walk again.
Yes.
Those bastards.
Who's the bastards?
The doctors! I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna park my wheelchair right up their ass.
Oh my God, don't tell me I can't walk. I'm gonna walk again.
Yes.
Did you see that?
I did. First I want you to sit down. I want you to listen to the CD. I do a really good relaxation while I do Georgina's massage. Okay?
How'd I do? I did pretty damn good, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I know.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel like I'm gonna freaking walk. And I said at the end of this week, I'm gonna walk out. It's gonna be sooner than the end of this week and walk back to the Envoy. Haven't been able to walk out to the vehicle on my own in a long time.
Well, you're already walking down the steps on your own because you've got the rail to hold on to. So
Yeah.
that's amazing that you've got the balance and everything.
And, you know, there's no big tear flow because there's nothing to be sad about here. This is awesome.
It's awesome.
This is I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm gobsmacked. Way to go, Sherry.
All right. Well, Sherry, you're a real winner, girl. Look at this. Hey? Concentrate on the knee. Okay, stand there and relax. That's it. That's the way. I'm not taking the scooter down the shops. We're just taking the walker because Sherry's improved so much that she's ready for the next level.
Since I walked through the door.
3 years since you walked through the door. Wow.
And Tom said you were gonna help me. I just knew you would. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you for believing in us. You know, we're strangers.
Thank you for believing in me, because everybody hasn't believed in me. And they thought I was crazy to have you here. I'm not crazy.
Oh, no.
I'm not crazy. This is so good. Thank you. Thank you, Jody.